What is up with everyone? Paul from Timeless Productions here, and today we're going to be going over how to get the Beast Claw inside of Shadow of the Erdtree. Now, this weapon can be obtained at the very beginning of the DLC, the second you spawn in. This is not like the other ones. This is literally a 2-second ride on torrent in order for you to go ahead and pick up this amazing bleed weapon within this DLC. So, with that being said, let's go ahead, jump into our showcase like we usually do, and we can get into its location right after. Alright, so with our regular just RB, R1 attacks, we're going to be going animalistic, kind of doing like this drop to the ground, attack kind of movement, which is absolutely amazing. You get a whole bunch of hits when you're doing this. For our R2 or RT attacks, we do a little bit of like a harder, lungier, heavier hitting kind of attack, which is absolutely amazing. We don't have any LB or L1 attacks whatsoever. Even though it is a two-handed weapon, you just do a full-on block. Now, this weapon, again, is an absolutely beast of a weapon when it comes to bleed builds, especially with how many hits you can get in. You could probably proc bleed very well and very easily mixed with arcane and getting your bleed build up with this weapon, of course. So for its stats, with a regular Beast Claw, not upgraded at all, and no arcane for it really, well, 70 arcane into it, the bleed build up goes up to 45. Now if you add another kind of like Ash of War that's bleed, I believe you could probably bring this up. Either way, though, this is an incredible weapon when it comes to just outputting as much damage as fast as possible. You do get 98 by 49 for just your physical. Again, this is not upgraded whatsoever. This is your base weapon. So it upgraded with a whole bunch of different physics and a whole bunch of different talismans put on. I think you can do absolute insane damage. So let's go ahead and get into where we can actually find this. Again, this is right at the beginning of the DLC. So right from your first site of grace, which is of course at Gravesite Plain, we're gonna go ahead and head there. Once we are here, we're gonna go ahead and head directly to the right of the grace this way. So just follow the path I take. Just go ahead and head right into the forest next to you, and as you're heading through this forest, just a little bit towards the center of the forest, past this arch thing that was to our left, we're going to keep going and following where these tombs are. Now, again, it's right here, middle of this forest. Very easy to find. You'll hear him howl as you get closer, and once you get here, he'll just be walking around as long as he doesn't aggro on you. You can go ahead, do a backstab on him, do whatever you need to do to take him out. He is a pretty simple enemy, at least for me at this point. He might be more difficult, especially if you're just jumping directly into the DLC and you have not gotten any of the blessings or upgraded yourself whatsoever. But for the most part, he is a pretty easy enemy to fight, and this NPC will, of course, drop ourselves the Beast Claw. Once we grab the Beast Claw, you can go ahead, add this on to your arcane, your bleed build, and again, I think this weapon is going to be astounding to use for bleed builds. But with that being said, it is a very simple, very easy weapon to find directly at the beginning of the DLC, so I suggest everyone going ahead and grabbing this weapon as soon as they possibly can. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. We'll see you guys in the next Shadow of the Erdtree video. There is still plenty more to come from this DLC, even though it's been about like 10 days now since it's been out. But, we'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, and remember to stay timeless.